Hi, I'm Elisa. Welcome to Pilatesology. Let's get started with the reformer workout. So I'm set up on 4 springs. We're going to stand nice and tall, pulling your stomach up, and I want you to sit down right on the very edge of the carriage of your reformer so that you're almost falling off into the springs. In that position, when you lie down, you're going to fit right into the headpiece and you'll be all ready to go. Place your toes apart, heels together. Lift your heels up about halfway so they're not all the way up high and they're not all the way down low. They're in the middle. Keeping your heels in that position, pull your stomach in and then stretch the carriage all the way out. Bring it back in. Press it out. Bring it in. One more slow. Press it out and bring it in. Keep going like this for 7 more. And make sure each time you extend your legs, you fully extend them. You lengthen all the way out and you pull it all the way back in. This is important when you're doing your footwork because it's strengthening all the small muscle groups of your legs, and you'll really feel the difference when you're connecting to the spring in this way. And in, 2 more. Press out and in. Last time, press out. Come in. Change to the arches of your feet, wrapping your foot over the bar like a bird on a perch. Pull in your stomach and press the carriage out this way. Bring it in. Same thing, you want to extend your legs completely long. 3, pull it in. And I say that without jamming into the backs of your knees. So if you feel as though you might have hyperextension happening, a little too bendy in your knee joint, then you want to be aware that you're pulling your muscles up as opposed to pressing your knees back. Let's go 5 more, a little faster. 5, in, 4, in, 3, 2, and 1. Changing to your heels. Place both heels on the bar and right away push out, pull it in, press and in. 3, in, 4, in. Be aware that going faster doesn't mean speeding through things. You're still doing it with control and focus. 2 more. And last time. Good. Bring your toes back to the bar and keep your toes almost together for tendon stretch. Pull your stomach in and stretch all the way out, and in this position with completely straight legs, lower your heels down, 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 lift them up, up, up. Down, 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 up, up, up. Bottom is tight, legs are hugging together. If I put a big zipper from your heels all the way to your belly button, I want you to tighten that zipper, zip it all the way up. 5 more times. Up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up, up. You might hear some cracking happening in your ankles and your feet. That's good. Last time, lower, 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 and lift, lift, lift. Come on in. Now we're going to set up for the 100. I'm moving just a slight bit away from my shoulder blocks, lowering the foot bar and reaching to grab the handles. I'm starting with my legs down on the bar, and you can also start here or with your knees bent, whatever feels right for your body. Pull your stomach in and anchor your powerhouse as you reach out long. Start pumping there. Inhale for 5 pumps and out. 10, in and out. 20, in and out. 30, in and out. 40, in and out. 50, in and out. 60, in and out. 70, in and out. 80, in and out. 1 more in and exhale all the air. Bend your knees into you and bend your arms. Place your straps in one hand and sit up, swinging your legs to the side to take off the 2 outside springs. Lie back down. And we're going to get ready for short spine, so lower your headpiece flat. Making sure your headpiece is flat is really important for this exercise because the hips go over you. And then thread the leather through the handle if you're working on a traditional reformer like I am. And lift your feet up to the straps. You want to make sure that you lift your legs up to the straps instead of pulling on the spring to set up. This is important to know that your back is ready for the exercise. All right, from a frog position, press out, pull your stomach in and lift everything up. Hips are off. Keep tension on the strap as you bend your knees towards your shoulder blocks and roll down, upper back, middle back, lower back, and finally hips to the mat. Press out, scoop and lift. Floating up, bend the knees, roll it down through your spine, vertebra by vertebra. 3 more. Press and lift. And bend and roll, 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 and press and lift. Really keeping that connection to your spring is a theme in this workout because it helps us prevent any cheating. Last time, lift up and bend and roll, upper back, middle back, lower back, all the way to your tail and hips. Hug your knees in for a moment. This just feels really good. And then slip the straps off of your feet and holding onto the handles, slide them to the very end so that your straps are long again. Place your elbows on the mat and get ready for coordination. Lift your head up, inhale and stretch out. Open and close. Exhale as your knees come in. Keep reaching away from you with your arms and finally, reluctantly bend your arms. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach out, hold. Open, close. Exhale, knees, reach longer. Exhale, arms. Inhale, reach out. Now you're keeping that connection to your spring the whole time, so even when you bend your arms, you're not releasing your spring, just to the edge before it goes away. Inhale, stretch, open, close, exhale, knees, exhale, arms. 2 more, inhale, stretch, open, close, exhale, knees, exhale, arms. Last time, inhale, stretch, and open, close. Exhale, scoop your stomach and bend your arms. All right, we're gonna put the handles down for a moment, hop up, and we're gonna grab the box. We're adding this box on. In classical Pilates, this next series is really important. It's super key to building your strength and having your abs really work for you. So we're gonna start out with a swan dive. And this exercise, I'm doing the original version. And this is a little bit more of an advanced exercise, but I know you can all do it. It's not really that complicated. It just looks like it is. So we're gonna put the feet on the bar, and I've put a sticky pad here to help keep me from slipping off. Also, if your box is a little hard on the edge, this will keep your hips, they'll protect the front of your leg. So when I come onto this position, I'm gonna have my toes apart, heels together. I'm putting the top of my leg onto this pad, and you can see that I'm up above my hips. So you don't want to be smashing your pelvis into the box. I'm going to lie down and then pulling the stomach in this position, drape the arms over the front of the box. From here, pull your stomach and reach your arms long towards the end of the reformer and start to float up. Your bar might lift a little bit. That's okay. Just press into it with your feet. Now, with your arms reaching up to the ceiling in this nice, yummy back bend, open like a T and float down to the box. Lift up like that, reach up to the ceiling again, and then stretch everything out until your legs are long and you're hovering with your belly pulled in. And then come down. We're gonna go again. Press into the bar with your feet, lift up, reaching for the ceiling in a back bend, open and come down a little bit, lift up again to the ceiling, reaching both arms straight up, and then follow your arms and reach all the way long, and come back down one last time. Breathe in and reach up. Open like a T and come down. Tee it back up to the ceiling and stretch. And reach all the way to the end of the reformer, stomach in, and come home. Good, place your hands on the sides of the box. Lift your hips off the box. You can take your pad off the box and remove one spring. So you're down to one spring now. lie back down, take the handles out, choke up on the straps, and then let your feet come off so that you take your carriage all the way home, your spring is closed. So in this next exercise, we're doing a lot of the same thing we just did in the swan. Pull your stomach in deeply to support your lower back, and with that connection, your arms are connected to the power of your center. You're gonna reach down and back, hold that and open your shoulders, open your chest. And then slowly resist on the way back down. And we do it again. Stomach in, pull down and back, open your chest. Imagine you're really just showing your sternum to the wall in front of you, and come back down. And look straight down at your headpiece to begin as you reach down and back, and then open your chest and look out to the wall beyond, and come back down. Slide down on the straps until your arms make a T position. So you're just out in a nice letter T. Same exercise 3 times. Pull in, reach back, open the chest, and then reach back to the sides. Stomach in, lifting it away from the mat, and then back out to the side. And last time, pull it in and reach, open your chest, and open to the side. All right, we're gonna climb off, gather the straps into one hand so you're holding both handles, slip off the box, and reach down to add a spring. The next exercise is backstroke, and we're on 2 springs. Okay, here's the important thing I really want you to get on this transition. Place your hand that's holding the straps on the box, place one foot on the bar, and when you guide yourself down, it's really important that you sit so that your hips are almost falling off the box. Really important. Okay, once you're down, organize your straps so that they're separated. Hug into a ball. Inhale and reach up to the ceiling. Open your arms and legs in a V. Sweep around and zip your legs together, holding yourself just perched on the edge. Hold it, and then fold back in without falling back too much. Again, inhale up, open, sweep around and hold. 2, 3, exhale in. Inhale up, open, sweep and reach. Hold, come back in. Now if you do this exercise normally, sweep around and hold, sitting further back, you'll find it's a lot easier. So scoot yourself forward like I am and get the deeper connection to your abs. Hold, and come in last time. Up, sweep, and reach, and come in. All right, so now you're gonna transition. Hold the straps in one hand, grab onto the box with your opposite hand so you don't go falling, and then sweep your legs up in a teaser, take off a spring, swing yourself back, and when you lie down, now you get to scoot back so that your bottom is on the box. You wanna have just the edge of your tush on top of the box. From here, you're opening into your arms like a T down by your sides. Connect into your spring so you're not loose. Lift your head, lift your legs, and as you start to roll up, remember that little backstroke position you just had a moment ago? Your hands were palms down. Palms are up, and you want to roll through that to come up to a teaser. Hold your teaser and lower your arms. Lift up and lower. Lift 2. Lower. Lift 3. And last time, lower. Lift and reach. Now hold your arms there. Reach your fingers away from you, but sink your stomach towards the box. Keep sinking your stomach and reaching your fingers all the way down. And open your arms, and then just pause for a moment, connect to your spring. Keep that spring connected as you roll back up. Backstroke position all the way up. We're gonna circle. The arms go open, around, up, open, around, up. One more, around. Hold it, reach your fingers away as you sink your stomach down, all the way through your spine. One more time, roll it up. Circle your arms around and up. So you're reversing the circles that you did last time. Let's do one extra, scoop it in, and then roll yourself back down, all the way home. Great. Okay, from here, you're gonna take the straps and you could just drop them into the well. And we're gonna take the box away for a few minutes. And so you just put it to the side, grab your sticky pad, and you're gonna place that sticky pad on the headpiece lifted, bar is lifted, and we're going back to 2 springs. So add 1 spring. You have a total of 2 springs on now. Okay, from here, the long stretch series comes next. Hold on to the bar, thumbs with fingers, step into the headpiece, step other hand up to the bar, and bring your opposite leg up. So you're in a full push-up position here on the bar. Squeeze your legs hugged together and press the carriage out. Pull it in. 5 times, push it out. Pull it in. Press it out. Keep breathing. Pull it in. Now, as you're working here, make sure that your heels don't move when you move the carriage. Your heels stay stacked right on top of your toes. Pull it in so they never go backwards. Last time, push it out. Pull it in. Good. Step your feet forward. Now you're going to put your heels halfway up the shoulder blocks for up stretch. So wedge your feet against the blocks. You have something to push on. Round your back and look into your stomach more than you think you can. Keep your head there as you press the carriage out. Come forward. And curl back up. 4 more. Push out. Come forward. Curl up. Press. And in. Curl up. 2 more. Press. And in. Curl up, last one. And then curl all the way up deeply from your center and stretch your heels into the mat for elephant. Stay forward over your springs and let your shoulders relax as you round your back as deeply as you can, like a Halloween cat. Lift your toes up and try to find a stretch by stretching your heels down into the mat as you press out and drag it in. Push out, drag it in. We do this exercise. One of the biggest goals is to stretch the back of the legs. Pull it under, push out, pull it under. As you're strengthening your powerhouse and connecting to it, so make that your goal. How can you stretch your legs? Last time. Okay, hold the carriage in and take your left leg back so you're reaching it towards the opposite wall. Don't let your left hip open up to the ceiling. You want to keep your hips parallel to the floor as you push and drag under 3 times. Push and drag, push and drag. Change legs. When you get this alignment right, you'll really feel the stretch down the leg that's on the carriage. Pull it under, push it out, pull it under. Last time, pull it in. All right. From here, we're going to step down. We're going to bring the pad forward all the way to the front for the stomach massage. This is actually, it used to be not my favorite exercise, and now I really love this exercise. Don't forget, you want to have 4 springs on for stomach massage. We're starting on 4, and we're going to take it down as we move. So add springs so you have a total of 4. Bring yourself close to the front of the carriage, and bring your toes up to the bar in a V position. Hold on to the front of the carriage, elbows wide. Now your goal here is to lift your spine and work your stomach. So from here, push the carriage out, lower, lift, pull it in. Push, down, up, and in. Push. Notice you got to get some rhythm going. So as you're working, I want you to count your own for 7 more repetitions and get your own rhythm going so that you really move through it and find that you can push with your stomach instead of just your legs. I'm going to go for 3 more. Finish your series. You do a total of 10. Good. Now come in. We're going to take off one of the center springs. So one of the inside springs comes off. We're left with 3, and bring your hands to the blocks behind you. Open the chest up and then press with your stomach. If your shoulders don't allow for you to bring your arms this high onto the top of the blocks, You can bring your knuckles down to the mat. And press, lower, lift, in, stomach, down, and in, and down. Lift and in, 4 more. 2 more. And last one. Come in and take off the other inside spring, lift your arms up, press the carriage out, and lift your body back in. Now you don't have to do the lower and lift of the feet anymore. You just go out, come in, press out, lift taller. 2 more, lift in, 1 more, press out. Lift in. Now as you go out, you're gonna turn to the side, twisting. Reach your arms out like wings. Come back in. Press out and lift. Come in. Press, lift, and all the way in. Press out, lift in. Last time. Press out, lift in, and to the other side. Lift in. All right, hop off. Give your pants a lift. We're gonna keep the springs the way they are, so you're on 2 at this point. Turn the pad so that it hangs off the edge of your carriage just a little bit. And so we're moving on. We're gonna put one hand on the bar, thumbs with fingers. The feet come up to the edge of the carriage. And I like to have about 2/3 of my foot on the pad and then just 1/3, my heel, hanging off. It's called tendon stretch because we're stretching the tendons down the back of the leg. Look into yourself and pull your stomach up and away from the carriage. So you're lifting your belly and rounding your back, stretching your heels at the same time. From here, look into your belly, so you really are looking up into your pelvis, and press the carriage out. Lift your hips back up in front of the bar. 5 times like this. Press for 2, lift it up. Press for 3. Are you still looking at your stomach? It's really hard. You always want to look at your feet. Lift it up. Okay, guys, we have 1 more. Push it out and lift it up. And you're going to just briefly have a seat on the bar, and we're going to go for a second round. Okay, ready? Here we go. Slowly fold in half. Thumbs are with fingers still. Look into your stomach and go for it. Press out. Lift up. Try to get even further in front of the bar. Like if there was a wall behind you, you want to get your bottom in the wall. You want to keep it away from it. So bottom goes straight up instead of in the wall. Push out for 4. Lift it up. And last one, push out and lift it up, up, up. All right, have a seat. And from here, we're stepping off and we're gonna get ready for the short box. Headpiece goes down, foot bar goes down. And I'm gonna grab my box here. Today, I am not using a bar. So you can leave your bar out of the picture. Some people like to have a pad here. It's actually not my preference, so I'm leaving that out. Okay, grab your strap, sit on the box, and hook your feet up. Try to make sure that this strap down here doesn't jiggle as we're working. Bring your hands behind your head so that you're holding on to the back of your head here, one hand on top of the other. We're gonna do my special version. Okay, so as we round back, I learned this from Jay Grimes, we're gonna round back and bring the elbows together as though you're trying to touch them in the front. And you're trying to get your lower back on the box as well. And then as you come back up, squeeze your bottom, squeeze your legs, and open your chest so that you stretch like your elbows could touch behind you. Round back, elbows touch in front, and lift up, curling and stretching tall. Open your elbows behind you. Number 3, round back, touch them in front, and roll up. And it's impossible, but pretend that you could touch them in back. Good. Okay, on the second exercise, the flat back, we're just gonna lift the arms up and hold the hands together. Squeeze your bottom up and forward so you're leaning forward towards your feet. And with that, you're gonna go back and take your pelvis with you. Come back up. Good, and go back, take your hips along, and come up. And back, and come up. 2 more, back, come up, And last time. Oh, I'm being very naughty. I can hear my strap jiggling. Come up, good. And from here, we're gonna go side to side. Lift up and holding onto your left hand, stretch over to the right and use your opposite hand to lengthen that side. At the same time, make sure that your right side isn't collapsing. You're making that long as well. Come center, grab the opposite hand. As you stretch over, lengthen that side and the opposite one stretches too. One more round. Stretch over, lengthen both sides of your back. We're making space in the vertebra here in order to begin twisting in the next exercise. So for the next exercise, hands behind the head again. Hold yourself up nice and tall, squeeze forward and into the wind, twist to the left and hold that position as you hinge back in one piece, come up in one piece. Twist to the right, hinge back and come up. Twist left, hinge back and come up and twist right. Hinge back and come up. All right, reach all the way down to your toes and just take a little stretch for a moment. So good for you. Roll back up. Take your right leg out from under the strap, hold it tall, and make sure you're sitting up as you straighten and bend. Straighten and bend, one more. Stretch and bend. Leave your legs straight, climb up it till you come to your ankle, and then lift as you bow forward to your knee. Roll yourself back. Keep reaching up to the ceiling as you climb down your leg, and then climb back up your leg and bring your body up tall against it. Climb down again and climb back up. Lift. Last time, climb down and climb right back up, and then hold yourself up as tall as you can. This is really about lifting your spine, not about bringing your leg to your face. So don't worry if you're not quite as flexible as I am. Flex your foot and then reach to the outside of that foot, to your pinky toe side with the outside arm, and pull it back to you. This is really gonna feel like a big stretch. Ooh, and then rest. Cross that foot over the opposite knee, flex it, and then hold on to the box as you lift your stomach and bow up and over your leg. This is a really great stretch for the back of your hips, the glute muscles, your piriformis. It's really a great stretch to do regularly if you tend to get sciatica. Okay, so your opposite leg comes out, sit up nice and tall, stretch and bend. Stretch and bend, one more. Stretch and bend. Leave it straight, climb up to your ankle, and then lift as you bow forward to your knee. Take that leg with you as you go back and climb down it. So the next option after this is to bring your body down into the well, and I'm leaving that out today. We're just going down, lowering the body a little bit, stomach is in, and climbing back up. Good. And last one. And climbing back up. Now hold yourself up and get as tall as you can against your leg. If you have to bring your leg forward a little bit, that's totally fine. You want your back to lengthen. Flex your foot, take the outside hand and reach to the little toe side. Pull on it a little bit. It's probably not gonna make you that happy, but do it, it's good for you. And then let go and cross it over. Again, flex your foot, this will keep you out of your knee. Lift as you round forward. Stomach is in. And that should feel really good in your hips. If you don't get a stretch in this position, you might be loose. You can place your opposite foot, take it out of the strap, and then put it up like this. Okay, so we're gonna put the box away. And the next thing we're doing is actually one of my favorite exercises. So for this exercise, we're actually going to bring the headpiece up because it doesn't need to be up for your body. It just keeps it from smashing the back of your carriage. Sit down on the carriage, and then once you're in place, right in the middle, bring your hands to the blocks, and we're going for semicircle. So you're gonna put your toes apart, heels together on the bar, and then slide yourself all the way out until your hips are over your heels. Okay, press your hips towards the ceiling, and in this position, curl your tail towards your face. So it's as though you're tucking your pelvis to begin the motion of rolling into the well. Your spine is like a snake here, so you're really undulating it down into the well. Once you're in the well, in your springs, keep your heels away from the bar, away from the side of the carriage, and push the carriage out. Curl yourself all the way up to the ceiling again. Bring it in. Initiate from your pelvis. Roll down into the well. Heels are away from the frame. Push the carriage out just a little bit and curl yourself all the way up. We have a tendency to push out too far. Last time, roll it down. So don't push out too far here. Push out just a little and then force your body to undulate a little more as you come back up. And then come back in over your knees. We're gonna reverse. Push the carriage out from your guts. Roll yourself down. Come all the way in. Your heels never hit the frame. Push yourself out, hold yourself. Roll down. The carriage is quiet as you move down. Come all the way back in. Last time, push the carriage out, roll it down, and come all the way back in. Hold it there for a moment with your heels lifted up and your bottom over them. Circle your arms around until you can grab your heels and tuck your tail towards your nose. This should provide a bigger stretch through the front of your thighs. And then slide back onto the carriage. And we're gonna hop right up. Leave the springs as they are. You should have 2. Just for safety, if you have long hair like me, it's a good idea to put a pad over the springs. We're gonna kneel on the mat with the feet hanging off and grab your straps for chest expansion. Okay, so in this position, you wanna feel as though there is a pane of glass on both sides of your body, smashing you thinner. So you're gonna hold on to that feeling of really getting taller and being one straight line. Hold on to the carriage really well, and slowly, with control, bring your arms back, opening your chest. Turn your head to the right, turn it left, back to the center, and slowly bring your arms front. We go again. Pull it back, look left, look right, center, and exhale home. And one more. Pull it back, look right, look left. Try to continue getting taller. Finishing this set, look left, look right, look center, and bring it home. Good, take your straps into one hand, step off, and then change your springs to one spring. So you have one spring now, we're gonna do the arm circles. So now you're gonna take the straps behind you, so you have one in each hand, bring your feet back to the blocks and kneel on the blocks. Good. Try to get your feet to touch the blocks fully. My heels are really having a hard time with that today, so just do your best. Pull your stomach in, and we're gonna circle the arms up and around. And press your heels back, lift your stomach up. And press and circle and around. Let's reverse the circles. They go around and back down. Circle and down and circle and down. And then hold it here as you bend your elbows and lower your arms. Bend and lower. Bicep curls. Bend and lower. 2 more times. Bend and lower. Bend and lower. All right, we're gonna toss the springs into the well, stepping off. Take the bar back up to its full position and add a spring. So now you have 2 springs again. Knee stretches. This is, again, one of those exercises that you hate at the beginning and then later on you learn to love. Kneel on the mat, feet against the blocks completely, round your back. Push it out, pull it in. Push, pull. 3, in, 4, in, 5, in, 6, in, 7, in. Last time. Change your back, arch your chest. Push, pull, 2, in, 3, 4, in, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Round your back again. Bring your hips over your knees and keep your back in this round position as you float off. Push and in. In, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Emphasis is on the in. 9 and 10. Softly lower your knees to the mat. Hop off. Add all of the springs, so you have 4 again, and lie down for your running. You're on the home stretch. Toes in the center, Press it out and change feet. Lowering one heel as you lift the other. Whew, letting your body settle back to the mat after that hard work. The knee stretches really connect the strength of your center to your hips. It gives you powerful movement. If you're a runner, those are really important. If you climb mountains, anything using your legs. All right, lift your both heels up and come in. And let's go for the pelvic lift 5 times. Separate your feet to the corners of the bar. Curl your hips up off the mat and keep them just about the width of a fist away from the mat as we stretch the carriage out. Lengthening and opening the front of the hips. And then pull the carriage back in. If you pull your heels towards each other on the bar, this will give you the action of engaging the back of the leg. And this is one of the goals of this exercise, is to tone and connect the hips. And pull it back in. 2 more, press and pull it in. And last one, press and pull it in. We're gonna finish with one last exercise. Roll your spine down all the way to your tail, and then hop up. And I have 2 pads here today. I'm gonna take one pad for the side splits and put it on the side bar here under the bar on top of the carriage. I'm gonna take myself down to 2 springs only. If you do this regularly on 1 spring, then feel free to go on 1 spring. But for those of you who don't, we're going on 2. I'm gonna stay here in the middle. So again, I'm on 2 springs. We're gonna step up onto the carriage and know that your carriage is unloaded, so this is light. Okay, we're gonna take the right foot out to the, or whichever foot you're on, out to the side of the frame, and I'm gonna shimmy my opposite foot to the side. You wanna make sure you shimmy because there's gonna be a day where you either forgot or you're not as strong as you think and you don't want it to be your last splits ever. All right, so arms reach out. You're reaching in all directions. So your arms are reaching, your legs are reaching, your head is reaching. And from here, it's though you're in a bubble and you're trying to touch all sides of the bubble. Press the carriage out, hold it, and then pull your guts up and get taller as you bring it back in. Keep reaching. Push out, hold, and lift all the way in. One more, push out, hold it, pull your stomach in and lift, 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 lift. Now keep the carriage closed so it doesn't wiggle as you shimmy your outside foot back towards the center. We're gonna go for the other side. Step to the center with control. That's the name of the game here. And as we turn around, put your opposite foot on the outside edge, shimmy to the opposite pad. Check to make sure your feet are even, and you want a little weight on the outside of your foot as opposed to the inside edge, so you're not collapsing inwards. Open and touch the bubble in all directions, your head, your fingers, your toes. Push the carriage out, hold it, 2, 3, pull the carriage in, lifting taller. Push it out, hold, 2, 3, pull it in, in, in. Last time, press it out and hold, 2, 3, pull it in, in, in. Hold the carriage closed as you shimmy your outside foot to the center and step to the center onto the carriage and climb down. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you'll be back.